let's talk about food coloring, the different types, when I use them, how I use them, and which ones I use. Let's talk. Recently, I've seen a lot of people who've tried my buttercream recipe and they said it's perfect, it's beautiful, it works for them. But the moment they go to add food coloring, that's when it starts to separate, turn weird. I'm gonna tell you why that's probably happening. But first, I'm gonna start by telling you the types of different food coloring, what they're used for, and which ones I prefer to use for buttercream. I'm gonna start with the basic, the cheapest gel food coloring. I tend to buy mine from Sunnyside Bakery, or Sunnyside Up Bakery. This is from Hobby Lobby. They used to be $1.99. I think they went up, but this is a good size bottle. Now, granted, I do buy the bottles that I think are maybe 4 ounces. They are the same thing as this, but this you get a wide range of colors. In comparison to the other ones, you tend to get the most used colors. So pink, blue, red, black, green, stuff like that. But if you're looking for like a terracotta, you're gonna find it in a small bottle. This is what I prefer to use for buttercream. It works for every type of buttercream. I've made Swiss meringue, American buttercream. It works. Now, this is a gel food coloring. This is just the Target brand. There's also like the Walmart brand and some, I think maybe this is a dollar store one. These are not terrible, but these are bottom of the barrel. If I had to use them, I would. These are not very good. They are gel, but they're very loose gel, almost like a water-based gel. I just don't think these are very good. I would save these for maybe projects, or if you're gonna dilute this with a little bit of water or Everclear or something to paint onto wafer paper or some type of design, then maybe I would use this, but I'd save your money and just buy these. The other type of food coloring that you want to tend to avoid are these. These are water-based food coloring. They're very liquidy. They come in like a squeeze bottle like this. These, I would say, use for dyeing eggs or diluting with a little bit of Everclear water, but these aren't great. Now, these are my vegan colors and I only have a few of them, so I just kind of use them for vegan orders, but other than that, these are not very good. They will tend to separate. Oil and water do not mix, or fat and water do not mix. So if you are mixing buttercream that is butter-based, and I'm not talking about shortening, I'm not talking about anything else, I'm talking pure cow's milk, like moo butter, you don't wanna use this. This is never going to blend. You're gonna start to see little beads. It's gonna kind of look like it is just separating. That's because you're using something that's water-based. Now these, look at these colors here, minus like the couple of triangle-shaped ones. This is $300 worth of food coloring right here, which is insane. These are Color Mill colors. Color Mill is fantastic. They are very expensive. Keep that in mind. I said this bottle is like $1.99. This is from AmeriColor. No, this is from Chef Master. These are great as well. But those are like $1.99. Okay, these you're looking at a minimum of like $8 a bottle for this. These are oil-based food coloring. Now keep in mind, Color Mill also does have an aqua blend, which is their water line. This is the same thing as any of the other water ones that I mentioned. These were given to me in replacement because they didn't have the oil-based ones of these, so I was able to get a little bit of a discount. So they're okay. Granted, I don't use them very much because I don't think they're very strong and very powerful with their color development. As I mentioned, every food coloring has a flavor. The flavor is not bad and it's not good. It's just a flavor that is there. So I try to use as little food coloring as I possibly can, especially when I am making like a red, a black, a navy blue, stuff like that that's really dark. Anyway, oil-based food coloring is something that you want to use for chocolate, and chocolate specifically. You need to add an oil-based food coloring into your chocolate or it's going to seize, it's going to separate. Now, I will hear people say, oh, well, if you mix coconut oil and this and that, and listen, ingredients are way too expensive to be playing around with something that might not work. So buy something that is gonna work and stick to it. These oil-based food coloring, you can buy them in a million different colors. I love them all, they're great. But keep in mind, they are expensive. I only use this for chocolate. I do not use this for buttercream, especially because I'm using buttercream every single day. I'm not using chocolate every single day. So you want to get something that is not going to break the bank every time you need food coloring. So I keep these for chocolate. Other than that, There's a lot of different other brands that I can link in my Amazon storefront. All of this will be linked in my Amazon storefront as well. But I am happy that I spent the extra penny, well, the extra couple $100, let's just say, to buy these instead of the cheaper versions, because these don't expire until I believe 2028. But I have another one that expires in 2028. They are weird in the bottle. I don't know how to explain it other than they got weird. So that's that. They still work. They're good, but they got weird. These are perfect. So yeah, I hope this helps. If you guys have any other questions about food coloring or anything else, leave me a comment down below. Okay, bye.